Welcome, welcome. I am still getting all of my stuff set up here. It's been a crazy day. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Come on, stupid phone. I know a lot of people are probably not here yet. Uh, where we got people watching? On YouTube's. I love calling it YouTube's because it just annoys some people. They just get so annoyed. Makes me rough. But I got to share this stream out to everybody, so they're sharing there to the group so people can find us. The way Facebook does things, it just does not make sense to me at all. Hi, Jessica. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see. I got to share this out on True Social still. See, this is the stuff that I normally do when you guys see, you're like, why the long intro? That's why. I'm normally doing this stuff, sharing it out to everywhere so that everybody can find it. I don't know if TC will be here. I did ask him. He had some stuff going on. See, because we were supposed to do it last week, but because of the election, we said, okay, we won't. We'll postpone it. And the person I had set up that I thought I had set up as a guest, they couldn't do it. And then who was it? So then I asked a couple other people if they could come in, and they're just not comfortable to talk about the stuff that they want to, that they will come on and talk about. In fact, two of them said, "Yeah, I will come on. I just can't talk right now." And I get it. When you guys, one is the angry vet, and he was tackled by a couple of cops down in South Carolina. He was arrested and then unarrested. It was really weird. He doesn't have his footage edited yet of that, so we will get to that. We will be talking about it, and he did confirm with me that he wants to talk about it. Um, so we will get there. It's just we gotta go through a couple of these, and I get it. There's legal stuff that needs to occur because I got a feeling um, he's going to be doing a lawsuit. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, Spawn Trooper. I I came in before when I was setting things up before the show. I was listening to Megan and Tug, and I know you were in there. Um,
Mhm,
uh, I want to ask you: do you think
mhm.
we're part of the vigilantes?
Um, yeah, that's why I was actually asking if it comes with like some sort of medical plan and insurance because being classified as a vigilante makes us quite newsworthy, so to speak.
All we do is just you know, talk about it. That's really all that we do. Oh, we got Squid in here. She's pulling double duty, I think.
Well, the thing is, I mean, the way I see it is this: because we've caught them out in multiple lies and multiple dishonesty, well, multiple lies. It's only I mean, like, what else do we need to do to prove that 90% of what they say is a lie and the other 10% is just a fabrication?
Right? Right? Yeah. I'm getting.
I mean,
Oh
yes, I
yeah.
get it. They're human beings. Yes, I get it. There may be some psychological issues going on, but the fact that they've identified themselves on a professional level as um, as a PR team, and Bubbles has basically stated that as well, and he's been on their platform, which then means regardless of what anyone says, means that they are part of his legal team as well, because they seem to act like that.
The thing is, they can say that all day long. Without a contract, they really aren't. But the thing is, though, they keep acting as if they have privilege, that they're a part of attorney-client privilege, and that's what Shara was talking about. You know,
Uh-huh.
they're threatening her, saying these are privileged communications. I really don't believe they are. You know, again, until I see a signed contract, yeah, no, I would say no. She is not. She, nor to my knowledge, has she ever been an employee of Bruce's law firm, and that means they're not privileged. They're not. They would all need to sign contracts, and those
Hmm.
contracts would. Oh, I'm sorry, Squid. Hold on. Let me look
Well,
at you on Twitter.
well, here's the thing: the fact that um, when Bruce came onto the scene and them two sort of jumped on the bandwagon together, they seemed quite pally-pally. Now, the thing is that somewhere a sentence was written or stated by him or her, or I'm still looking for that, by the way, and that she was his paralegal. Now, the fact of the matter is if he has stated that she was his paralegal, or she stated that, what we need to do, we need to basically directly ask her, did you state that you were Bubbles' paralegal, or did he state that? Or was it, or is there someone else trying to stir the pot? Because the thing is, if she says no, I didn't say that, and nor did he, then there's a third party stirring the pot, and then
Yeah,
I'm just going to disengage from that investigation and then just move on to the next topic, because I would just be wasting my time. So that's one of the direct questions I want to ask. Because the problem for the fleas, they've actually made the statement on their platform stating,
I'm listening to you. I'm having a hard time
That's
with
what happens when
Rumble
you make
right now for some reason.
oh,
It's not going live.
that's what happens when you make stupid statements and they're on the internet forever and ever and ever
In
for
copyrighted
everybody.
emails and messages.
Yeah, especially when Chara doesn't live in a two-party state. Sorry about your luck, bro.
And
Hey, Jessica. So
I'm
I'm
actually,
doing my first What the Hell stream tomorrow.
oh
oh,
god, you jumping? So right, okay. Well, she can
Well,
go on the port gun if she wants.
I'm going to talk about the new order because I saw it today. Somebody sent it to me earlier and then I looked it up for myself. It's one of those things of I didn't want, and I even put in the description of my video, I didn't want to talk about this, but when someone tells me not to and tries to intimidate me not to, I'm going to just out of spite. Because, that's what I do.
I love it.
So now that my videos are monetized, I can actually monetize my haters. Thank you.
I like money.
Thing is, though,
I like
I
money.
don't really
Even
give
though
it.
it's only right now, it's only like 10 cents a video, but that's still 10 cents that I didn't have before.
Yep, and you'll get more and more. You'll see.
Yeah, it'll eventually.
Good job on the stream the other day. I really enjoyed that.
Oh, yesterday?
Yeah, the Veterans Day one.
My freaking calves are killing me today.
I was like, he's gonna be still sore.
No, just my calves. And I got a little
actually,
bit of a headache from a screaming child. She was done. She was done. I was done, but she was really done.
At some point, I do want to talk to you about that Delphi case, though.
Okay.
That's we don't have to do it now, but yeah, because I followed the whole lead up to the arrest, and I followed the initial part of the arrest, and then it kind of dropped off my radar.
I can't say that I actually followed it too much. I followed it because I lived in Wisconsin when it first happened. So like Wisconsin, Indiana, not all that far away from each other. You kind of get, some of the, Midwest news stories. But then I never really followed it after that, and then just intermittently. But Mo in the deep end, she lives in that area and has actually been to Delphi. She's where I get all my information from. None of my information is firsthand. She is my go-to person for all of that.
I've got a good friend of mine. She's a Navy veteran as well, and we talk about a lot of these cases. In fact, she used to be my roommate, and when the whole Vallow case was going on, she had just moved from Idaho, from like one town over from where that family lived. So she was following that, and she's always up on these cases even more than me. So I believe she was the one who told me about the Delphi case, and I started getting into it. So
Yay! Meow.
come here. You're gonna have to cuddle me. That's the toll. That's the price.
I can't stay on long. I need to get to bed, but I just wanted to pop on and say hi. Thanks for showing up yesterday. Spawn, I'm mad at you didn't show up, but I mean, you were there, but you were just in the chat. It's not as fun.
I was there the whole time.
Yeah,
I was there for quite a while actually. I was because the thing is, I just wasn't in the mood to communicating. I just wanted to chill out, listen. I just wanted to listen.
I had a moment where I was like, I'm done. Like, not with the workout, but with like everything. Like, I can't deal with people's crap. Like, I'm done. Like, just.
It's been a busy weekend. It's been the last 5 days have been extremely busy. I've been, and I got so pissed off with the amount of TikToking and the shite. Whoever teaches these guys drill, I just want to literally go in that camp and punch the crap out of whatever company sergeant major fucking took them for drill. I swear to God, my fucking even on parade, they were on parade at the Senator.
So is that something that you get passionate about?
No.
Leave me alone. I'm having a good time. Seriously, on a cenotaph, there was one guy from the freaking fucking donkey wallopers.
That's why during the parade I showed the drill behind us, but I didn't want to get to, because I knew there were veterans watching, and I know how you guys are.
I could hear him. Left, right,
wait, you know how I am? Like, when I'm outside too, I'm on my laptop, and so I don't have quite the capabilities that I have when I'm sitting here. So like sharing my screen, and I updated my computer, so I wasn't logged into YouTube, and then like I changed my password and I couldn't remember it, and I had people in the chat going, try this. I'm like, I know what the problem is. I just can't address it right now because I'm trying to do this, and I don't give a shit.
Like, it's funny. People don't really annoy me when I'm on the camera. Like when I'm sitting here doing this, I really don't get annoyed by like people in the chat and stuff. But like when I'm off camera and like when something happens, I have to like take a break, because I when something happens, I'll get 5-10 people who all send it to me, and all think it's new, and I'm like, yeah, I've seen it. Like I'm now like, I must be at the top of people's list that when something breaks, especially what the hell's, they're sending it to me.
I mean, one thing I can say, I'm quite proud of you what you did yesterday, Squib.
Thank you. I got about $60. So when I get paid from YouTube,
the fact that you did it is the money's irrelevant. You did it for the guys and the girls.
Yeah.
That's the important thing. But
I'm not gonna lie,
God,
the money was the only reason that kept me motivated yesterday, and that's part of the reason why I did it, because it's like I did it in the gym last year with everybody, and this year I was by myself, so I needed something to like light a fire under my butt, and money will generally do that. No matter if it's mine or I'm donating it, like money will generally light some fires under some people's butts.
Well, next year for the Veterans Day and the Remembrance Parade, I'm going to be going to a certain camp, and I'm going to be doing the fucking drill.
Yep, Wana Hakatiki.
I'll tell you one thing: you guys will be hearing me. You don't need the internet. You'll hear me. Just open the window. You just hear in the background, like, left, hide, mark time, left, hide.
Well, we're all vigilantes, you know.
That's
Yeah,
what I
what
mean.
was with that? Like,
It comes
What?
with medical cover, and I think you're getting insured. And I think
You get a
you get a free.
401k too?
Yeah, you get a car. I think you get like a. I think you get a car.
Is there
Is
like
it?
a discount like for a costume or a uniform or what does that look
Yeah,
like?
25%. It's
Oh,
25% apparently.
so I get a nickname too? More than I
Yes,
already have.
Hammer.
Oh, I'm like, I was listening to that, trying to make thumbnails and stuff, and I'm just say what now?
Who? Wait a minute. Who was saying that? Was that freaking Let Me In?
The man who crushes bones.
I don't
Oh,
even know who that is. Like
that.
I've never heard of him before.
Yeah,
Ever.
Okay,
guy
I've seen him. He was commenting about Hales before everything blew up. I did see a couple of his videos, and he was anti-Jeremy. Then the whole thing happened with Grudge Judge and whatnot, and he jumped on, and he could it was when Megan and Tug and everybody started picking it up, saying, "What's wrong with this judge?" And he then took Hale's side, and it was actually DUI guy gave him some love, and he got 10,000 followers. And once the followers stopped coming in, he went right back anti Hales. So yeah,
I don't
So
know.
he's doing
I've
the
never
complete
heard.
opposite. What I'm trying to avoid people. They keep following me. Like, I mean, I'm not going to pick on the guy because he looks like if you just look at him, he'll fall apart. That's probably why he's called himself Ray Bone Crusher. Yeah. I mean, I didn't. Um, I I had a conversation with my next door neighbor today, and the guy made as much sense as a fart in a spacesuit. I'd rather talk to my next door neighbor who I fucking despise than talk to that guy, Mister fucking Mister Garage. Fucking, I like CO2. Oh yeah, Autobots roll out. Sorry, bad habit. I'm just in a very facetious mood today, so leave me the fuck alone.
I was asked if you were okay today, Spawn Trooper.
I get like this after every time this happens every year. I get like this for a couple of days afterwards.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, he's good. He's good.
Yeah, I just take a couple of days to, we've all got our reasons. So.
I had something weird happen to me. My PTSD showed its face in the weirdest time and place. I don't know. Okay, deep down, I am a nerd. I don't get.
It's not as deep down as you think.
No, it's not.
I don't
Surface level.
comic books the way I used to when I was a kid, but I still, I'm still interested. So I've been watching the show The Penguin. It's on HBO. It's it's about the Batman character, the Penguin, and I was watching the most recent episode, and I was like 10 minutes in, and there was a scene, and it affected me. I just had to turn it off. I was like, nope, can't do this. It was bringing up like emotions and stuff. So I had to like, I know my PTSD. It's like, okay, I know this is a version, but I can't go through this right now. So
that cough drop was supposed to last a lot longer than it did. You went down like a piece of candy.
are they the what's the ones that taste like candy? Not Halls, but the other one.
The breezers, the Hall's breezers,
the Ludens.
Yeah, these ones.
Yep. Yeah, those things taste like candy.
Yeah, it's a problem.
Okay, if you have any recruits who are in boot camp, they're allowed to get cough drops, and because those are like candy, you get those. Like you can get anything from other recruits. Those are like that's like
It's
it's like
currency.
prisoners.
Oh, I'm kind of not looking forward to the trolls that are going to show up in my chat tomorrow, but at the same time, it's you have to. I now changed it to subscribers only, so you have to subscribe to me for 10 minutes or more in order to comment. So thanks for the temporary subscriber boost.
Actually, I did that. I think it was after the first time I went live. Someone said set it to subscribers. I was like, oh, all right then.
What's funny is somebody that I had on my auto ban list has actually been showing up in my chat, and I don't know if they've been gathering intel on what I've been talking about, but they've been respectful, so I've let them stay.
Auto ban, is that the hidden bit?
Huh?
Where you put their name in the hidden?
No, I gave my mods on my Discord. I have a mods only channel, and I put names of, you know, if they come on my channel and you see them comment more than once, auto ban them.
Oh, okay.
It was people that when I got sent the clip of them talking about my daughter, I looked at everybody in the chat who was encouraging it or applauding it or saying anything about me, and I'm like, this person comes on my channel, block them. I don't care. Or tell me, ban them for 24 hours, tell me, and if they come back, I will block them. So like,
I think there should be a collective letter sent to YouTube. There should be like a petition go around to all the YouTubers to get YouTube to set up the ban button. So once you ban them, that's it.
Somebody got banned from my channel yesterday.
I saw that. I was laughing.
Well, I've tried to give people the benefit of the doubt for as long as I could. But when I consider someone a friend and they sit there and they kind of laugh along with someone when they're talking about my daughter choking, I get a little, and I set a rat trap, and that rat trap pretty much a rat got caught. So I was just waiting for an opportunity.
I got a new toy.
Uh-oh.
So I can this clickety clackety one gets too loud, so this way I can do stuff quietly sometimes. Welcome, TC.
Yo.
What was funny is every time that he'd be in my chat, I'd get like a bunch of DMs saying, you know, he's playing both sides. This is like, don't you think I freaking know that? Like, I've known this man longer than you guys have. Like, this person had been on my channel for months, like on my channel, sent links, giving legal analysis, like on my channel, not just in my chat. So like I know who this person is. Like, but I'd get like messages all the time, and I'm like, I know. I play 3D chess, y'all. I'm like 3 steps ahead of everybody freaking else that thinks they're on top of it.
Are we talking about MLS?
Too.
Yes.
So
yeah,
it's like, dude, yeah, I like if you're gonna do that, fine, but don't try to be sneaky. You know, like we know what you're doing.
And my thing is just like, if you want to play,
What did I miss?
ML, I was doing a charity stream yesterday where I was doing the workout Chad, $1,000 step ups for time, and half of all my super chats and revenue from the video was going to Skipper. So, and then in the middle of it,
Foundation, not to me personally.
yes, not to you, your foundation.
He
And
sees
I
the
will
whole
be,
foundation, so he will see
but
the.
since I and with that, when I do donations, I like literally do them on stream so you guys can see, you know, that when you send me money, it actually gets donated and not just saying, "Oh yeah, I did it." It's like, "No, we're going to like go through the go to the website. Here it is. Here's how much." You know, the only thing that I will block out is if I have to enter personal information, obviously. But like he came into my chat yesterday and like I don't mind him being there, whatever. Like I considered him a friend at one point. And if you don't agree with me on a certain topic, like fine, I don't care. Like we don't agree on everything. But when you don't defend or even say to stop talking about a child, and you think that's okay, especially when you know my child, like you've seen my child, you've spoken to my child.
I mean,
Like,
Skipper's wrong about a lot of stuff, and I'm still his friend.
True.
so when he came in the chat yesterday, and I think he was comparing you to Richard Allen when he made that comment, but I think, but it was like wrong time, wrong place. I ain't got time. So I basically said, I ain't got time for your shit. I'm in the middle of raising money, doing a fundraiser, working out, watching this verdict. Like I ain't got time for your shit. You're gone. And I was like, unsubscribe for me. I don't give a shit. Like, and blocked his ass so he can no longer participate in my chat.
You know
Like
what?
I gave him the benefit of the doubt, and even though I set a rat trap and he fell for it, I still gave people the benefit of the doubt because I don't like blocking people from my channel. Like,
Okay.
whatever.
You've given me the little light bulb moment. I'm going to share my screen with you so you can see this because I think now I'm connecting the dots as to who this anonymous participant is.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, did you see the link I sent you yesterday?
On Facebook? Or, I'm sorry, on Twitter?
Yeah.
So what's the really like? What's the like really controversial thing that we could talk about tonight that I'm versed in talking about?
Well,
Since I came in late.
I was talking a little bit about the angry vet, how we want to have him on, and how he got a concussion. So I was talking about that a little bit. I'm trying to think what else.
I'm actually
did
quite
you guys
interested
see about this American Airlines flight that was shot at?
Wait, what?
An American Airlines flight was shot at.
Wait a minute, where was it shot at?
It was coming from, I believe, the Dominican Republic to the U.S.
Right, but what I'm asking is like what elevation?
I'm not sure. Hold on here. I do know.
Departed Haiti's capital for the U.S. A Spirit Airlines flight heading to Port-au-Prince got hit, forcing it to divert. The FAA banned all U.S. flights to Haiti for 30 days. The State Department urges Americans not to travel there due to rampant crime and violence.
It's Spirit Airlines. There's a high likelihood that the
US
person
airlines
shooting was the
targeted by
pilot.
criminal gangs in Haiti.
It's just
you gotta do what you gotta do to get by. So I sent you the link on Twitter, but I also put it in the private chat. Don't bring it up on screen, but just look at it first, and then you make the decision what you want to do with it. But that's where my be petty or not to be petty tweet came from, because my petty side says you want to.
Spawn Trooper needs to look at that. That's who
I
needs
sent
to
it to him. I don't think he opened it though.
Here, I'll do a screen grab.
Why do I have to? Because I'm already looking at it.
Okay, you got it.
That is
That's the
Guess-
lawyer that.
Guess what I'm doing tomorrow.
Uh-oh. What are you doing?
I'm going to my city council meeting. Guess what I'm going to do.
What?
I'm going to talk about last week's election judge.
Oh, did you see? Now, I was dropping your link in Sean Paul Reyes chat because the same thing happened to him. So I was in there like, hey, this happened at Minnesota Black Robe Regiment.
You did that with Long Island Audits?
Yeah, in his video where it happened to him, I was dropping your mention and the link.
Oh, cool. Yeah, so I don't know how it works out there in Long Island, but here the city is responsible for appointing the election judges and overseeing the election judges in the polling place. And so I sent a really long data request to the city clerk today, and I'm going to go to the meeting tomorrow and address the city council and demand that the Aaron that like jumped me last week never be allowed to be a election judge again. If you guys haven't seen it, it's pretty. She comes out of the gate in my face. It's pretty bad.
And they were. I'm trying to think. They were looking over someone who was in the voting booth. Like I'm trying to remember their. But I'm trying to think of which one it was, because I did see the two videos and I don't want to get them confused. But yeah, and then the cop was telling. Oh wait, no, that was Long Island All, where the cop was telling him, "Oh, if you post this, you'll get arrested," is what they told him. Did they tell
Oh
you?
well, they at the end when the deputy, who I happen to, I live in a town of 2,600 in one of the smallest counties in the state. The deputy comes out and he's like, "Well, you're allowed to, but you could get in trouble if you post it." And I'm like, "Could, but no, it's one of those really weird when you understand why they don't want you posting your vote. What they're trying to avoid is same day influence.
Yeah.
In other words, they don't want some big influencer going in, recording their vote, and telling all of their people who watch them today, make sure you go out and vote this way. And the sad thing about it is what doesn't get caught in my video is I tell this election judge that jumps all over me. I was like, the governor has pictures of himself and his son voting, but it's not okay for me. And her response to me was, "Well, you're not the governor, are you?" Well, the very next day, there's video, and you all know this name. Even Spawn Trooper will know this name. Ilhan Omar, who is from our state. Yeah, I see you, Squid. I see you. I see you. There's video of her in the polling place with her ballot in her hand, putting it into the vote, the ballot counter. And I have unreleased video that I'm going to be putting out very soon of me going through the process after they basically realized that they screwed up. But I put out data requests now for the call, the recorded call, the 911 call, and all of that. So it's ridiculous how they treated me.
That's insane. That's Minnesota for you. Sorry.
It's not just Minnesota though. I think it's a lot of places. Just you put people in positions of authority, even perceived authority, and they just lose their minds. They just love it. They're drunk on the power.
I'm trying to find the point where they're.
if you want, I can go and grab the short where she first approached. That's her right there.
Yeah. Yep.
Or that's no, that's actually the deputy city clerk who tells me you could just talk to the cops when they get here.
Like, what are they
Which of
gonna?
course backfires on him.
What law?
Yeah, I'll grab the link and send it to you. Hold on just a second.
I don't know if you were watching TC this weekend. I was a bunch of us were threatened because by posting people's emails and messages, we were posting copyrighted material, and I was like, "Oh, good luck with that."
Did you say copyrighted material?
Okay,
Yeah.
either
That's not how
we're
copyright works. I'll be
dumber
right
than
back.
we all thought, or they are not talking to him and using him as legal counsel before or legal advice before they say crap. Like,
That's
either he's, and I'd like to give him the benefit of the doubt that he's not that dumb. But like, if he's telling them that that's copyrighted material, he is dumber than we thought. But I have the feeling that even though they talk to him every day, they never ask him for legal advice, and he never actually gives them basic, hey, that's not right. Which is like fault on his part, because if I was a lawyer, I'd be like, hey, by the way, that wasn't, that you might not want to say that because that's not true. Like, I just
Put some information in there for you.
thank you.
okay. Here we go. Now, everybody, you can watch this on Minnesota Black Robe Regiment's channel. Why is this not play?
Are you live streaming?
No,
You need to turn that off.
I'm recording my own vote.
Turn it off.
No.
Yes. Turn it off now.
Show me the law.
Turn it
Show
off.
me the law.
Turn it off.
Show me the law.
Jordan, call the cops, please.
Show me the law. Is there a law?
Yes, there's a law
What's
that
the
you
law?
cannot have a video on.
I can record
or
my own.
you cannot.
I can record
no,
my own.
you cannot.
I can record my own.
No,
I
you
cannot
need to
record
turn
anybody
it
else's.
off. Turn it off, or I will call the cops.
There is a law that says I cannot record my own.
You cannot have a video on or a camera on.
I can record my own voting.
Now, out.
Once you're in the booth,
Watch your tone, woman.
Out.
Watch your tone.
I'm going to have
Watch
to
your
ask
tone.
you to leave. Then
I'm
have
going to
this-
vote.
No, you're not.
So if I turn it off, you're still not going to let me vote?
You can vote if you're going to turn
If
it
you
off.
put that in your pocket so the camera is not facing up.
Are you live streaming?
No.
Is that part of the Constitution of everyone can vote as long as you're not recording?
It's right there. It says it's right in the actual Constitution. It says there shall be no video recording because the forefathers had that much foresight and trumped their own First Amendment writing. This one's good too.
The way she
And that there's a
spoke
law
to you,
against it.
Okay. Well, let me talk to Jordan here. I'd like you to be
surprised
able
you
to have a
stayed so
conversation
calm.
in front of me, because I want to be party to it.
Watch how she jumps.
You can't have him recording in the precinct. He's got his recording thing on
I'm
now.
absolutely recording him in the course of his duties. Right
No,
now.
you cannot do that in the voting precinct. Jackson, you can't record in the voting precinct.
Yes.
No.
Where is that in the law?
Okay, come out there if he's recording, please.
I want to see the law.
We can go
Yes.
talk out here.
I want to see a law.
Out.
The law. Don't,
Out.
watch your tone, lady.
I don't have to.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
You are
I
a
think
public
she
servant
sounds
right
like
now.
she needs to get laid.
Hey. How you doing? Good. You? I'm getting told I can't record my own vote.
That is, it's both funny and sad. Oh, we lost TC. Hopefully he comes back in. That's you can record public officials in the course of their duties. You can't record someone who else who's voting. You can't do that, but you can absolutely record your own vote.
I'll be honest with you. If she'd have spoken to me like that, I don't think she'd have been standing there. She'd have been sitting down in the fetus position, crying.
Well, the fun thing is if you go to the end of the live stream where Jackson comes out and he's the deputy that first showed up. They called. I'm waiting for the data from the sheriff's office because I requested to know whether or not it was a 911 call versus just a standard call for assistance. Because if it was 911, it was a misuse of 911 because there's clearly not an emergency. The sergeant that showed up came from over 20 miles away. So let that sink in, and he made it in less than 20 minutes. And I asked, what the heck? Why were you here? And he goes, well, when the call went out, we didn't.
I have it muted right now, but
The thing is, though, well, I can't, because I watched that when you were, I think you were live, and I was watching for a while, and I was like sitting there going, why don't you just fucking walk back in there, put the phone in your pocket, walk back in there? Yeah, phone's off. She's got no right to fucking check. I would have just walked in there and just kept it rolling.
I keep getting booted.
it's not me. I'm not doing anything to boot you.
Don't look
It's
at
me. Just kidding.
I mean, the thing is, it's like if it's not in the law, she was, what do you call it? Excessive abusive.
Excessive Karening.
Yes, excessive Karening.
Excessive use of a Karen attitude when not even close to necessary.
I'm going back to my original vote. I think that she hasn't been laid for a while.
Well,
And
if
she
you
needs
looked
to
like that, would you get laid?
dual cell batteries were cheap that week.
Spawn Trooper always says every hole is a goal.
Yeah, especially when you turn the light off. Best way to do it is get blindfolded, get pushed into a room with a dark room, and then everything's fine.
Oh, speaking of weird, deviant behavior, I
Not
figured
weird.
out who made the racial slur against my my moderator. I'll give you one guess.
Bruce?
Me this time, was it?
Nope.
Yeah, I don't
Weird,
know. It's restreaming does not like me tonight.
weird deviant behavior doesn't give you a clue.
Thunderdog or whatever.
Thundercunt number 2.
Oh, do you know what? The best part of her ran down her mum's leg when she farted. Don't worry about her. Seriously.
Well, I know I'm not worried about her. However, she used a racial slur and what my mod and I considered a death threat. So,
Well, it just shows you what type of people they are. Be saying this for weeks. They're
well, yes.
scum.
Oh, yes, I am aware, but you can hate me all you want. Don't give a shit. But do not go after my friends just for the sake of knowing me when you have no idea who they are.
You know,
This is why I love Spawn and Squid. They're just like rabidly defensive of the people that they love.
No,
So
I love you, but
I'm
you're a
the
pain in
attack
the ass.
dog of my friends.
I'll still protect you though.
you know what? I don't even know how to take that right now, Spawn, because you know you would fudging cuddle me in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I fucking would, mate. I mean, I think you needed that cuddle the other day when you were driving in the car, miserable fuck. You're driving it like, ooh, fuck with me. I felt like jumping through that windscreen and just giving you a fucking bear hug.
Are you talking about Saturday?
Wait,
When I got back, you were alive. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my Saturday, I was fired up. I've got so much stuff coming at me right now. Oh, just like I've cracked open. Just I don't know what it. I cracked open the dam and it's flooding. And Skipper knows this is how it goes for me. Don't if I pull a thread in one little jurisdiction, people just come out of the woodwork because they're dying to talk about the shits that's happening to them. Skipper, how many times we've been doing this for 4 years, basically,
Yep.
and it is it not true that every single time that I cover a story in an area, people come out of the woodwork to talk about the crap that's happening to them. It doesn't matter if it's vets for you and I on this show,
Yep.
or if it's
Where
my
you
channel
are
just
very
exclusively.
is you get average people willing to talk. That's where, I get a lot of people who want to approach me and they want help on stuff, but then I'll be like, are you willing to come on camera and talk about this? And they're like, no, no, no. But with you, that you make them very comfortable where they're like, yeah, I'll talk about this. Cause one thing I think we both have tried to do is build legitimacy. And
Mhm.
you had that before you ever joined this show, where you say something, people believe it, because you've
Thing
got
is,
it.
legitimacy is the most important part of actually being an honest person and having integrity. Because when people do come to you, you'll know the difference between a bullshit artist and truth.
The thing that hurts me the most is Skipper's watched me, Squid and Spawn. You guys are relatively new to getting to know me. I'm going to get emotional here, so I'm going to try and hold it together.
I'm already married, mate. Sorry.
The thing that hurts me is that the people that reach out to me for help deserve better than me. They deserve big platforms that are willing to tell these fucking stories. And I can't get them heard. I can't. I'm telling Marcy's story right now over the last few weeks, and she fucking deserves to be heard. For what they did to her, and after this jackass killed her kid, and no one's paying attention, and she's getting screwed by the system. And it's the same thing with Pam, whose story I've been telling now as well for the last couple of weeks. She deserves to be heard, and nobody's paying attention because it's not impacting them, because it's not their town, or it's not, some big wig. It's not. But the problem is I don't care what your governor does. Honestly, I don't care what your governor does. I care about you at the local level, but nobody wants to know if it's not something big. And it's the same thing with Pav, and same thing with AVA. Like, these guys are two incredibly important stories. And
Yeah,
Pav has a big audience because he gets angry, and it's really fun to watch him get angry.
I've already seen the
but
face of that woman, so.
But it just hurts me because they deserve better than what I could do for them.
Mhm. That is, I would say, the most frustrating thing sometimes about doing this is there are times where it's like, I want this story to get out there, but my platform is just not big enough. And you can introduce it uh, to other journalists, but there's no telling that they're going to run with the story or not. What I always tell people is, I will absolutely have you on, but you need to create a campaign plan. You need like 5 or 6 trusted people that when you come on this show, when you get a news article written about you, they have to sing it to the world in every platform that they have. And but you also have to be careful, because sometimes the people are like, oh yeah, you can trust me. They're not, they don't really have your back. They have their own motives. So you got to make sure it's a very trusted circle. And I've told a couple people that have stories that are heartbreaking stories that I want to do, but they're just not ready. And I'm like, okay, well, when you're ready, before you come on, let's take like 2 weeks and we'll plan all this stuff out. Because, you know, yeah, we have a platform, but it's not the world's biggest platform. I'm doing what I can to grow it. You're doing what you can to grow Minnesota Black Robe Regiment. But at the end of the day, we only have so much reach. And that's
Well,
frustrating.
that's why I joke sometimes. Like I think I said to Squid the other day when she was streaming, and even to you, Skipper. I'm like, I love what you guys do. I love that people watch. Don't get me wrong, but like my fucking chicken stream the other day had 900 and some views on Sunday, and like in a couple of hours, and I'm like, so y'all tune in. Don't get me wrong. Please come and watch the Freedom Flock, because there's a message in the Freedom Flock, even if I'm not talking. But you'll come watch the chickens, but I can't get you to come pay attention to a 20 or 30-minute or even a 60-minute story about someone who's been wronged by the system. I'm like, what the hell? And I make my guest before they even come on, like you said, but it's not just a couple of weeks. I make these people produce timelines and evidence and prepare themselves to come on, so that it's not just somebody coming on as a crackpot, talking about one time a cop said boo to me at the subway and I felt really intimidated. Like, no, I need to know what's happening here. And I don't run with these stories unless I've really researched them and worked on them. And it just breaks my heart, because I think what it comes down to for me is the fact that most people just need to be entertained. And if it's not something that tickles their fancy, they just don't care. And at present company excluded, I know that most of the people that watch here at Veteran Nation or Squid or whatnot, they're thinkers. I get that. I understand that. I just there's so much going on in our country right now that if people could just understand how screwed the average person is getting by the system, we could change everything and we could get people talking. But they won't, because they're too busy wrapped up in their football games or soccer or college ball or what the next big blockbuster movie is going to be. And I'm like, do you not understand? They're doing this to you on purpose. They're entertaining you to death. And you just don't give a shit because you're having a good time. And for you, life is basically okay. But I got Pam over here in little tiny Plainview, Minnesota, whose life's been ruined because the cops and the system just shit all over her.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't care to pay any attention because it's not something cool, or it doesn't point out how bad you think your Republican governor or your Democrat governor is. Like, pull your heads out of your asses, people. Not a one of them give a damn about you, and they abuse your neighbor, and you don't give a shit until it happens to you.
Can I make a suggestion?
TC, it's not US. It's here in the UK also. We Spawn will agree with me that we have gone through so much crap over the years on this party fighting this party promising this, and so forth. And it's like a common battleground, and people only see the tiny little spots on their wall. They don't see outside of what's happening outside their life, and they go by what certain people tell them. Hey, we're good at doing this, blah blah blah, but they don't look into the fine print. They don't go in and see what the party has done, where it's gone, where the money's spent, and everything. The government, the policing. It's like, as you said, people need to draw their head out their arse to really see what's being thrown at you. what other people, like the auditors, did I say that right? That go out and film things. It's like those people are going out there and going, hey, I'm showing you what's happening. I'm showing you this is what they're doing. And it's like I'm not saying this for everybody, but my saying is the little people are not seeing that bigger picture, and that bigger picture needs to be shown. It's like our platform, well, not mine, but platforms on YouTube, Twitter, are going out of their way and saying, hey, here's black and white, read it, see the signature at the bottom of the paper, and it's them. But where do we come into this? Where do we? And these platforms are our voices, and some people can't get on the same picture to agree that, hey, veteran nations, Squid, Spawn Trooper, even UTs and others that have been on here, I can't say it because I'm not a vet. Hey, I'm outside the scope here. But it's a case of you all fought for the rights of the people. You fought the rights to clear and blow certain things out of the water.
But did we though?
Just say you fought for the people, and certain people are not seeing that, and they attack you, and it mind boggles me. It really does. And it's like all this crap is going on around us. Some things are irrelevant, but still they keep on plodding on and attacking you. And I'm like, are these people for real? Are they do they see that? It's right, I'll shut up. I'm off my soapbox.
One thing, right? Right. First things first. I want to say this. Sue me if I coughed. I don't care anymore. Anyway, first of all, there's a big difference between auditors in the States and auditors over here in the UK. Over in the UK, we don't have a constitution, and the Magna Carta got ignored about 200 years ago. The Constitution, right, is freedom. They've got their First Amendment. Now, that's the big difference, because over here, technically, an auditor, if he goes to any police station or any military base or anything else, it's called hostile photography. He can get arrested under Section 53 or 43 of the Anti-Terrorist Act. That's by and by. My point and my comment is to TC is this: you've got that chicken stream, that chick base, and sometimes it'd be really nice to actually to hear something in the background, like like a radio station. So why not do this? Do an audio tape of like what you mentioned tonight and other stuff, and just have that playing on a loop. Because it would be very, very interesting watching the chickens walk around, feed and peck everything, and then suddenly you've got in the background we're listening to you broadcast of what's been going on with this lady or what's going on in general, and you're basically getting the word out there more than you know if you do it. Because if people are more interested in watching chickens and they're not listening to you, maybe having that in the background would be a suggestion or an idea to help you spread the word for this.
I mean, in all honesty, the chickens are definitely far more entertaining than I am.
Well, the white one's quite good looking, actually. I wouldn't mind having her number, actually. So
As I always say, the drama will get you views. The good stuff will get you subscribers.
Which is funny because for me, it's the drama that gets me subscribers. It's the chickens that give me the views. Except
I
from
don't know.
Squid, because Squid has her own damn chickens, and she's too good for mine.
Sorry. I'm kind of over chickens, not gonna lie. I like
What the hell? What
pain
the
in my
hell?
ass.
What?
It's just one of those, like, yeah, if I want to see chickens, I'll go out my backyard. Oh, so tired. I have to get off of here. I have to finish what I'm doing and head to bed because it's gonna be a long day tomorrow.
I don't chickens. I have a kitty.
Well, it might actually not be that long of a day. Mr. Squid's taking the day off, so
I just want Squid to know that if for some reason I don't tune in or see you for a while, it's because I got arrested tomorrow night. I love you,
Well.
Squid.
You live stream that.
Oh, I will be. Oh, you know I'll be
You
live
send me a
streaming.
link?
Squid, can you message me?
Yeah. I will.
Try and get some sleep, sweetheart.
Well, I'm tired. It's been a crazy week. It seems like since last Tuesday, nothing's like been slow. Everything's been going like 100 miles an hour. And it's just like, oh, I'm drowning in content, which is amazing. But at the same time, it's like, where do I go first?
I know what you're talking about because I had to bring a volunteer researcher on to just to intercept emails for me right now because I cannot.
Ugh.
I've got so many people coming at me. I don't even I can't read all of this, and I'm not complaining. I love it, but I know what you mean.
It can get overwhelming.
It's just like, yeah.
I get
don't know.
frustrated because of
tired from
so many
yesterday.
people. They're like, I want to tell you my story, and I'm like, great, let's go on. You know, they'll tell me, and let's go on the air with it. Oh no, I don't want to talk to people, and I'm like, frustrating.
So I'm creating my live stream for tomorrow afternoon, and I like put a bunch of hashtags just to be obnoxious, and I went flea flicker. Like everybody knows what a flea flicker is, right? But well, okay, everybody who knows sports and football knows what a flea flicker is. However, it takes on a whole new connotation now.
The flea flicker.
And I wrote it, and I'm like, did that literally? Because I just hashtag, and then whatever comes out of my fingers, I just go with it.
Oh shit! I just pictured that crap as well. I was actually trying to ignore what you
Jen Thunder just asked what time tomorrow, and it will be at probably 10 minutes or 5 minutes to 6 p.m. Central Time. I'm going to start streaming before I actually go into the council meeting. And my daughter will be speaking at the same council meeting. So you guys will get to see two generations of TC.
Right, okay. So
Yeah, but here's the thing. I mean, you should have the right to express yourself. That's what the council meetings are for.
Yeah, they don't like to hear the truth. They don't like to hear anybody who disagrees with them.
They really
want praise.
They're supposed to each area of the U.S. has a different time limit, but here in California, you're supposed to give each member of the public that wants to have it 3 minutes to speak. And I can say this because I've had training as an elected official, that you just have to sit there, and regardless whatever they say, unless if it becomes unprotected speech like threats and stuff like that, you just have to sit there and take it. They want to call you the biggest piece of whatever, you have to just sit there and be quiet. But so many of these people have the belief that they have power over individuals that they'll be like, oh no, you can't say that, you can't do this. And nope, they can.
I just can't, like...
TC, that'll be midnight my time. I'll be watching.
Midnight for you guys?
Yes, because Central Time
I thought
it's
you
6.
guys were 6 hours ahead, but I didn't know for sure. Good Lord. Sweetheart, go get some sleep. You can watch me on replay.
No, 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 no.
I
TC,
hate replay
yeah.
crew. Not gonna lie. I'm always I hate replay crew. I like to participate in chats, so I can't do replay. Like it's hard for me.
I like doing it if I'm driving, because then I can't chat, and I know I can't chat, so I'm forced to just sit and listen.
That's true. Can't argue with that. Ugh. All right, I'm gonna get off of here and head to bed. I will see you guys when I see
Love
you.
you, Squid.
Good luck, TC.
Love you.
Love you too. Don't get arrested. Or if you do, take pictures. Not just
you will all see it.
I hope
Especially
not.
especially the strip search.
Question for you, TC.
On that note, bye.
Good night,
Night,
Squib.
Squid.
Night.
You're very connected within the Libertarian Party. Since you know you're going, by any chance, do you have a connection to any Libertarian attorneys that, if something were to happen, can respond?
You mean like immediately?
Not immediately, but just know that, hey, you're gonna go if you get arrested or anything, within a couple hours, so that way you're not sitting in a holding cell all night.
Well, I don't foresee that I'm actually going to get arrested. I think I have enough of a reputation of civility that they wouldn't push it that far, and the mayor-elect is definitely on my side.
Okay.
But
We never know with Torgerson, though.
well, he's in a different county, so
Okay.
but I just recorded with Spike on Saturday, and his show with me drops on Thursday. And I did that, and I decided to schedule it that way intentionally because of what I'm dealing with right now, between the chickens and the voting fiasco on Tuesday. That if I were to run into some sort of snag, it would raise a ruckus, especially here, just in the state, which is the libertarian people alone.
I have an idea.
This is always scary when a Marine officer has an idea.
And if you don't know, that's fine, because we can find out. We've got 24 hours. But do you know, do they live stream or put the council out on Zoom at all?
They do not. They record audio, and that's it.
Darn. Because if they did, and if they took public comment via that, then we could really have some fun.
Yeah, they're only set up for audio, is what their claim is. But they have a camera. You know what? I'll Skipper message me tomorrow. Text me tomorrow. Say around 3:50 your time, reminding me to, when I go in, to actually get a picture of the camera.
Let's see if I can blow this up. Bud Light has some comments.
TC, sorry, Mike. TC, I've got an idea if you're up for it.
You're always welcome. Go ahead.
If Mike has a second, if I'm allowed to do this, would you be up for getting a reading?
You mean like right now?
Well, not just now, but if you have any spare moments tomorrow during the day, we could get together and I could give you a reading.
Well, I'm working all day during the day tomorrow, so
Okay.
I mean, I'm not opposed to it. I just making it work with your schedule and my schedule. I know how the English are. You guys are very efficient and very or, we Americans are far more laid back and less scheduled.
Well, I'm disabled, so it's a case of I've got all the time in the world.
Well, so you're basically Skipper in Great Britain.
Yeah, well, I'm a Skipper works. I'm a lazy bones.
I don't see it that way.
So Bud Light is spying on us and going back and reporting. I find it funny they're like, oh, Veteran Nation is obsessed with the leeches, but then we get this. Um, Bud Light, who we are being told is Thomas Collins. Yeah, he was in our chat the other day, and he's running back and forth doing the reporting. So very interesting. Very interesting.
I wonder if he's still a virgin. Oh, wait a minute, he's got a high-pitched voice like Mickey Mouse. Yes, he is a virgin.
It's Jamie here on Otter Creek, North Otter Creek Boulevard. I was helping Mr. John today.
I'm still a virgin. Leave me alone. But what were you gonna say, Muscle?
I just don't understand. I really don't get why they feel the need that they have to sit on the sidelines, listen to tidbits of the conversation, and then run with their tail between their legs and go back and say, hey, this is what's happening. You know what? It might be if you're still here, but like you can run back and like with your tail between your legs. Squid may be having a life. Spawn Trooper might have a life. I know TC will have a life. Skipper will obviously have a life. And you never know when I'll come into play. You can mention my name. I really don't give a shit. But you go after our squid. You go after our squid. You mention her name. You go after her child. I swear to God, you will not see the light of day. Because there is so many men who will rally around this lady and they will come after your ass. So please be aware. Stop mentioning her name of what's going on, why it's going on, because you don't know what she's going to say. So before you utter any more words about this beautiful lady and her child, just mind that there's always people watching and there's always people that know and can look into certain things. Just be pre-warned. Thank you. Sorry, Skipper.
I love you. You're so amazing. I wish half the men in the United States had the balls you have.
I'm not. Well, I'm a woman. The name's Mussy. The lady part's only there for show. I didn't want.
I know that's my point.
I'm also. They couldn't get it right. They said I was Russian. They said I was Belgium. I'm Scottish. And it's a case.
There it is. It's the Scot in you.
Yes, it's the Scottish. So us Scottish ladies have a certain way. Not only that, I am a psychotic clairvoyant 2XL because my body will not fit in a medium. I want to be different. If you didn't catch the joke, I am a psychic medium. I just want to be different. So that's why I say I'm psychotic. Anyway, so yeah,
You fit in here because Spawn and Skipper are psychotic too, but not in the same way.
I'm saying nothing about Spawn Trooper. Ain't not going there. I love this man to pieces. Above me, Spawn Trooper, but I wouldn't mess with him. Not even in a light alley or a dark alley. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. People are barking up the wrong tree. If they think they know Spawn Trooper, they know sweet diddly squat shit about this man. And they go around things the wrong way. They're going round the wrong way. They're doing a U-turn. They're going round the roundabout backwards. And it's a case of they have opened so many doors for Spawn Trooper and Skipper. It's like they've got no way to turn. The other people have got nowhere to look. Skipper and Spawn Trooper have got their hands in so many pies. It's like they're like laughing all the way to the bank. Sorry.
No.
Skipper, I saw the Wilburn's gift to you with your unboxing. That was pretty cool. They make that at home?
No. So the Wilburns have been doing a lot of stuff to help us out here. So I went into the store and we've been selling merchandise, and fourth wall, as you sell merchandise, you get samples. That's how I got your shirt, and yeah, so I built up enough credit to be able to send her some samples.
Well, that was a very neat video that she put out. I loved it.
Here's something I want to make a little statement here. Little fucking chubby chunk, fucking Mr. Telly Savalas, I mean, you roll. If he rolls, he'll get there quicker. Mickey Mouse voice, Biscuit Boy. Here's something. Why don't you use your video recording for constructive and positive instead of trying to make yourself, how can I put it? How about being creative instead of trying to find negativity and drama in a town 14 plus miles away from where you actually live? When you live in Cleveland, in Chief, whatever fucking town you live in, yeah. So you spend all that money driving down to Otter Creek just to get content. Here's an idea. Why don't you do what Minnesota Blackie did? MBRR. Why don't you take a page out of his book, create a cage, and put some chickens in there? Maybe you'll get laid. Who knows? But here's the thing.
Best line of the year.
Yeah. But here's the thing. I mean, you're never going to achieve anything except make yourself look like a tool, besides the tool you already are. Yeah. So anyway, that's just I wanted to get that off my chest. What a fucking absolute. He's a fucking lizard. An absolute fucking lizard.
Spawn Trooper, maybe instead of putting the chickens in the cage, maybe he put himself in the cage. Somebody lock it. And he's got like, hey, he can bark like a dog. And maybe he'll get something then.
No. So I mean, he's already a cock. I mean, let's put it this way: he keeps on walking into shit because the balls are over his eyes. You know, every time he wants to masturbate, he rubs his forehead and spits into his reflection in the mirror, dickhead. But you know, at the end of the day, you're going to get people like that. The thing is, here's the fact. Here are the facts. Skipper, myself, and a couple of other people, right, have pointed out facts. We've pointed out truths. Everything we've said, 24 hours later, it happens. That's why I'm not doing much. I'm actually fucking decompressing. You know, I've had a couple of 4 days. I've had a nice long weekend with fellow brothers and sisters who I served with, you know, who I've known for years. Actually, about one of them I've known for nearly 29 years. And it was probably the best 5 days I've had in my life. And plus, I also had the opportunity to spend it with my brothers in America and sisters in America as well. So I've had a fantastic weekend. However, the shit's come to the surface that it usually goes away. And it's every year this shit comes to the surface. So I feel for TC because I can understand where his heart is and his integrity is. So I feel for you. And, you know, just consider yourself hugged. You know, but fuck these people. They're going to lose that court case one way or the other anyway. They're definitely going to lose that court case. That's for sure.
I just hope that if they sue Skipper, they share some of the money with me.
I just hope to be a witness. I'll go to Florida just to be a witness, and I would love for Bruce to have to cross-examine me.
I want exclusive.
You want Bruce to cross-dress with you? What?
That's what I heard. I told you.
What I don't get is it really
it's the water.
bothers
It's the
me.
water.
It's the hate for Jeremy. You know what I mean? It's the direct hate for Jeremy, and it's like the man is a businessman. He bought property and then got stalked, and people bought the property over him and tried to play him. That didn't work, and then everything hell broke loose. Then people jumped on the bandwagon for Lynette and John. It's like,
let me put it this way: if like a child, try to picture this, a child, okay, you tell the child no, you tell the child no again, you tell that child no again, then you tell that child no, go and stand in timeout. That child will get vindictive, angry, and throw its teddy out of the pram. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. The child is identified as Lynette Preston and John Cook and everyone else. That's the way that's the only way you can describe this type of behavior.
it's none of that. Who on a call to the police tells a child that the child that they're going to get spanked in the mouth because somebody's on a call? It's like, who does that? I have never. I had 3 boys, all under the age. Like I've got my youngest, who is now 27. My middle boy is in heaven, and I've got my oldest at 32. And it's a case of I have never ever smacked them. They learn that, hey, time out is you get put in the naughty seat, and that's it. I have never threatened them that I was going to spank them in the mouth. I've never scalped them on the backside or hit them on the leg. I've never done that. I gave them a timeout. They knew that timeout, if they sat in the naughty chair, that they did that. They sat for 10 minutes and then they were allowed to do whatever. I have never in my life heard somebody on the phone to the police and they turn around and say, hey, I'm going to spank you now. Why did the police not go there and say, hey, you threatened your child, you're going to spank her, like smack her in the mouth? Because she would not be quiet. A child at age of 5, they should be talkative. They should be able to know things. My grandson is 3.5. He'll be 4 in January. He knows his colours. He knows his numbers. They are putting him in school next year. They've actually got him a place. And it's a case of he is bright as a button. How come this 5-year-old can hardly speak, but when you do speak to her, she talks about YouTube?
Yeah, that's just repeat. That's just basically what's yeah.
I wanted to, first of all, the Wilburns feel like Mike that Skipper is ignoring them tonight, and I just want them to understand I feel their pain because he ignores me most of the time when I'm in chat. And Sergeant Mitch says, "Happy you said that. TC does do good, just following wrong advice." Sergeant Mitch, that needs some splaining. And then I'm going to get ready to go to bed because I get up in the morning now and do my workouts in the morning.
Good evening, everybody.
Welcome, DJ Redis.
This is my new avatar. I've turned into a skeleton waiting to be served.
It's because Skipper ignores you.
You have a good night, TC. Sleep well. Enjoy your sleep. Feed the chickens well. Get plenty of eggs.
I had 7 of them for dinner tonight.
TC, before you go, I want to get because I got people messaging me about this. Have you seen Trump's pick for defense secretary?
Peter Hegseth.
Yes.
I have seen that. Boy, talk about a can of worms to open up.
If you don't want to get into it today, it's cool.
No, it's fine. I think that Pete is going to be really good on defending the troops. I think somebody like Pete would be great for advancing something like Defend the Guard to some degree. And you guys, if you've been watching long enough, if you've paid enough attention to Skipper and I's regular shows, you would know that Skipper and I are very much on board with Defend the Guard. I don't think Skipper would disagree with me on that.
Nope, right on board with you.
Here in the U.S., we have got to get back to having Congress involved in actually doing their job and declaring war before we send any troops anywhere, and it has to be in the best interest of the U.S. No offense to our foreign friends, but if it's not directly related to the defense of the homeland, our troops shouldn't be going anywhere doing anything. However, Heat is exactly what Trump wants because Trump is sold out to AIPAC, and he's very much a friend of Zionism, which I think is very dangerous for the United States. And that's why he picked Pete. And I'm going to reserve judgment to see where that leads the United States military and what that looks like for the United States, because I think every single American soldier, Marine, airman, sailor, seaman, whatever, needs to be withdrawn from the world sphere and brought back to the United States to patrol our coasts and our borders. And that would solve a lot of our problems. But I don't know that Pete will give that kind of advice. And he might say the right thing about Ukraine, but I don't know if he'll say the right thing about Israel. And that's my biggest concern right now is Israel and Iran. Israel wants the United States to get involved in taking Iran down, and it does not serve our best interest as a country right now to get involved in that conflict any further than we already are. And I don't think that Hegseth will say what needs to be said in those situations. My thought.
I do feel that until it affects the country, I do not feel that the people in the Army, Navy, Air Force should actually be there if it's not our war, if it's their country against another, unless it affects our country, actually affects our country. That's where the military and so forth should be at until it hits us directly. Then the troops should go in and do something. But if it's to do with help them to secure certain things, they shouldn't be doing the war in the first place if it's
Right.
not meaningful. Am
Right.
I right on that, or am I wrong?
No, the U.S. should be the U.S. should be taking a defensive position only in regards to how it affects the United States, the all 50 states, not how it affects our reach into the world and promoting so-called democracy at the point of a gun. I think that we let the world do what the world does, and when the world rises up and decides it's going to threaten our southern border per se here in the United States, then we put our troops on the border and we let our troops handle foreign threats. I did see, and I'll say this quick, Sergeant Mitch, I really respect you. I would gladly have this conversation with you either on my channel in a chat or through email. If you'd like to email me, Sergeant Mitch, as it regards your comment about if you're biblical, not pushing the Bible, but you're supposed to, the book stand with, according to I'm assuming he says, according to the book, stand with Israel. I'd love to have that conversation with you via email or on my channel, not here per se. So MBRR podcast at yahoo.com. I think it'd be a great conversation to have with you, Sergeant Mitch. But geopolitical Israel, Zionist Israel, is not the Israel of Scripture. That's a fabrication that's brought on by dispensationalism, and that's a conversation to have at another time, not here on Vet Nation. But I do not believe that a single American soldier, Marine, airman, or sailor's life is worth sacrificing for geopolitical Israel or for Zionism. Zionism is not of the Bible. Zionism is not of patriotism. Zionism is an offshoot of Marxist communism, and their own historical records will attest to that. And to that end, I will say this in closing. If you have any concerns about my views or my positions, I've had these for a long time. But if you would go to the podcast Martyr Made and listen to Fear and Loathing in the New Jerusalem, you will get a very in-depth and accurate historical representation of what happened in the Middle East with Palestine. And you will see that what we're being fed about Israel, geopolitical Israel, is not biblical Israel. So, once again, if you want to talk to me about this, mbrrpodcast@yahoo.com. Skipper, you know I love you, brother. My new workout schedule demands that I go to bed in about 20 minutes.
Sure. No worries.
Do you think the money that is being sent from the UK, from the US to these other countries are justified?
Um,
No.
No,
And
not at all.
also, I just want to say one thing. People are forgetting October the 7th. People are forgetting how many people lost their. Yeah, I'm not going to say fuck all. I'm muting my mic.
it really it comes down to, because you have to understand the money that gets sent, at least from the U.S. It doesn't always go directly to Israel, or any country whenever it's foreign aid. A lot of it gets routed to American companies because those companies build the equipment that gets sent overseas. They build the munitions that get sent overseas. That's why there's so many people who want these other countries into NATO, because it's for the UK and US, it means money for us, because most of the NATO standard stuff that we use is built here. So it's a money grab. Uh and it doesn't always go overseas. Now, that's where these issues become complicated, is because if we're talking about money for NGO aid, non-government organization, which is normally like United Way, American Red Cross, places like that, uh, that's what most people think when they think of aid, but that ends up being many times a very small portion of it.
Another thing, I read something on Twitter where Harris gave £20 million to Beyonce, Eminem, and other celebrities to for them to actually say, "Hey, I'm all for Harris, vote for Harris," blah blah blah.
Mhm.
I spend. Where did this £20 million come from? It's like it's taken away from the people that need it, and it goes to a political side. It, it boggles my mind from an outsider looking in. It really, it blows my mind. How did she come? I've got so many freaking questions.
A lot of it, you know who the biggest donor to her campaign was? Google. Google donated the most money of any other people or organizations to the Harris campaign. And, they have the right to, but most campaigns are a money making scheme. It doesn't go towards the leaflets, it doesn't go towards the ads. What a lot of it goes to is there's a lot of no show jobs in campaigns. Almost every campaign that is a statewide race or national race, the spouse has a job on the campaign that they're paid for. Many other family members, best friends, like there's a lot of cronyism in these campaigns. And I'm not talking Democrats or Republicans. They both do it. And a lot of these campaigns, they'll get people to run for an office and say, "Oh, don't worry, we'll get you money." They don't use all their money, so what happens with that campaign funds? They don't have to give it back to people. They then can use it to spend on essentially whatever they want because the campaign is now over, and there's not going to be any accountability or auditing done on that money. So what they tend to do is give it to other campaigns where again they're going to get no-show jobs, get things, so it becomes this very circular money-making scheme. And I've heard people, they talked about her campaign because she raised over $1 billion and they're 20 million in the hole. Um, she'll have to pay off those debts. That will happen. But it's all going to be through speaking engagements and stuff like that. And I would not be surprised if she doesn't run another campaign. But believe you me, she's got her money. Her family's all got money, so they're not bankrupt.
It's weird. I just don't understand the political side, even when it is in the UK. Like, I'll say it, I never voted because it didn't matter what side you were voting on. They were all corrupt.
Mhm.
Because they say a good show, but they don't follow through with the show. And it's like what I see with Trump. What I see with Trump is that he's never hidden anything. He blurts out things, and he does it. He did it the last 4 years, like when he was in power the last time. And he never hid anything from anybody. He wasn't scared to voice. He didn't have people writing the script behind him. It's like Trump has certain views, and people may love him, people may hate him, but certain things get done. And my hubby was a Trump fanatic.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like what he said is like he's going to take control of the borders again. He's going to take control. He's going to put the gas prices down. It's like he's looking at the people and saying, "Hey, this is screwed." And Trump is coming in here and going, "Hang on a minute, we'll put it back to the people."
Mm-hmm.
The people need to survive. The food prices. I wish people in the UK would put the picking food prices down. It's like what? And Trump is not afraid to say things. Yeah, people may go, "You ass." But if you're looking like he's done it before, he's shut the border, he's stopped the illegals. Now he's having to go in these 4 years and do all again. But he's doing it for the people. And he's putting in guidelines. And he's saying, right, okay. And he's got people to back him up now. People may hate Elon Musk, but it's a case of Elon Musk has a brain. And he's not afraid. Okay, Skipper, what you got to say about that?
I have a bone to pick with Elon Musk. He's got all these billions of dollars, okay? And he's not doing any type of martial arts training to eventually become Batman.
I can't laugh out loud. That's not fair. That's not fair.
He doesn't need to. He'll just hire somebody.
Yep.
But he could find or be Batman.
Can you imagine an Elon Musk sort of at the top, like Batman? There's a big white light with an Elon Musk sign, and you can see it in the sky, and it's like, people, we need Elon Musk. Are you seeing the sign?
If I were him, I would just buy a big bat signal and just put it in a major city and point it at a cloud.
He could be Test Man.
I do apologise. I missed over the weekend. I had family. Is there an echo?
We did suddenly, but it went away, it seems.
I'm saying as though that I do apologise. I missed your streams over the weekend. I had family over.
You're good. You're good.
So that's why I've not been in.
One thing I thought about doing was for Halloween, dressing up as Spider-Man and going into Starbucks. And when they ask for your name for the drink, tell them Peter. And then when they yell out Peter, stand up and go, "Why don't you just tell everyone?"
That would have been fun.
Okay. Sorry about that, DJ Radis. I am gonna have to get off here in a little bit though, so I'll be wrapping things up here in just a few minutes.
And everybody goes silent. We're wrapping up like a Christmas present with little bows and tinkle bells. Oh, that's a thing. I'll try and be quiet so my hobby can hear. I got some presents through the door today.
I do have a plan. Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
I have a plan of how we can avoid deporting people. Okay? Now I want just all of you stick with me. We invade Mexico.
We invade who?
The US, we invade Mexico. And we don't have to deport anyone. We take over Mexico.
You would have to build some nice houses. Or actually build houses. What have you done to me? Listen to me. I'm bad. I'm a badass. I am not a bad apple, but I'm just a badass. Because I sit in it constantly. But yeah, I've not been live is because I've not been well. So that's why there's not been any live streams. I have put a little video up on my channel, which was done by you. Oh, I have to tell everybody Yoda is unwell. He went to the doctors today. He's got a really bad sinus infection. And he's all swelled up. He's got bad migraines, so that's why you've not seen Yoda. Uncle Frank dragged him to the doctors. So he's got antibiotics and things like that, so that's why Yoda's not been around. He's been sleeping all. I can't speak. Hey, put the teeth back in. That's why he's not been around. So Uncle Frank is looking after Yoda. And everybody goes silent. Everybody goes kung fu fighting. Hi everybody, how you doing? Skipper is entertaining the phone.
I got people who, some people are like, talk about this, say this. And I'm like,
it's like, he's trying to get off. He's trying to press that button and get us to bugger off. That's what he's trying to do.
Is my display picture working now?
I don't see anything. You're at.
Fucking Jesus.
You come from a land down under.
I still got to get a didgeridoo.
Oh, that
Not
would be great.
a recording of one.
I'm just going to reload quickly.
Can you just imagine
Should we go off air
if I
now that
was
he's
to come over to the US? People would be frightened. It'd be like, there's that bloody mussy lady. Oh, hell bells. And we have a picture for DJ Radis. No mic. No talk. Now, that's something bad if DJ Radis can't talk. Holy shit. Thank you, TC.
It's not that I can't talk, it's just that for whatever reason my headset keeps feedbacking whatever people say.
More of
I
the
can do that accent.
headset.
I'm joking. We do have your avatar up.
I changed my avatar on my picture. I found that picture and I thought, oh, that's something cute.
Okay, so it is Christmas time. I don't grift. I don't do anything like that. But I did get a PO box for the foundation, so I will be posting that on all of the social media. So for those of you who want to send something, because I know some of you guys have gotten things that you want to send to us. I will have that posted tomorrow. But I do want to tell you about the one thing I want to get for Christmas.
No. Before you say that, he doesn't want to grift, but he does need 50 Lowe's gift cards of $100 each. He needs some Home Depot ones as well. We'll throw some Tractor Supply in there as well, Ace Hardware, because he now plays video games. Send him like 150 $100 GameStop cards as well. A couple of Steam gift cards as well. $500 a piece, nothing less than that. That's what he needs for Christmas.
Actually, you want to know what I want is a flipper. Have you seen the flipper?
Mike, if I was to give you the Harmony, I know you can't see, but I'm giving you the flicker.
No. I know the flipper that he's talking about, the Flipper Zero or whatever else. The lovely little hack device which you can pretty much steal everything and anything from, which would work really well for you in California because you can actually set it to the traffic light signals. So as you're approaching them, you can hit it and your lights will go green and everything else will go red. It's what the ambulance services and police and fire and rescue use.
You know what's funny is I would use it for the dumbest things. I wouldn't use it for anything cool like that. I would use it for like making a bunch of key cards at or like when I check into a hotel. Just dumb stuff like but I would definitely have fun playing with it. It can mimic any Wi-Fi, RFID, Bluetooth, or there's one of lasers type of device, but it will mimic. So like you could literally clone your key fob to your car. You can clone like your Bluetooth devices and stuff, so you can control them.
You can clone your credit card.
Yeah, you can clone your credit card.
Mike, there is two things that I've got. One, I've joined the big boy scheme, and I bought myself the trucking stimulator. Okay, that's one. I have also got myself some mouse mats. I've bought myself some mouse mats, and with the mouse mat, I would like to get the Veteran Nation logo if I can, because
Yeah.
I would like to make you a mouse mat.
Yeah, I can.
Just steal it.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. I like to ask permission. I've also got some magnets. Got myself some magnets that I can sublimate and put your logo on.
Music, you just got to think. It's easier to ask for forgiveness than it is to actually ask for permission. So just steal it, do it, and then ask for forgiveness later.
And Jeremy, before he leaves out of Levy County, he needs a bulldozer, some 12 gauge steel, and someone who knows how to weld really well. You know what I'm
Yeah. So I'm going to make you some magnets with your logo on it. And now that you said you've got a P.O. box, I can send it to your P.O. box. So you good night.
Yep. I can give it out now, I believe. Do I have a picture? I thought I took a picture.
So that's what I would like to do for you. Make you a mouse mat. I'm going to make Squid a mouse mat. I've got 4 mouse mats just now. And I've got the sublimation printer, so that is my plan. And I wanted to put it out there. I would like to give back. I know I've not got money. So this will be my way of. So how many, if you could, how many magnets would you like?
I mean, for me, I'll take whatever I can get. I don't care. I don't expect it to be anything, to be honest. But I do know a couple people are like, "Oh, I want to send you cookies and stuff." That's why I got the PO box.
Well, I've not got a PO box, but hey, that's the life. I do have a PayPal. Oh, it's nice and handy. Anyway, it's not what I mean. But I would love to get your logo, put on a mouse mat for you, put your logo on some magnets. What I feel you do is with the mouse mat and with your logo is I've got a cricket machine and I would like to put Veteran Nation on it. Having it shut up. Veteran Nation on it.
Okay.
So either that or get the logo and just have the sublimation of your Veteran Nation in it also. Just do a full sublimation with the logo and your name, or do it the cricket way. Whatever suits you. And I've got. Oh, you've got a dog, haven't you?
I do. Yeah.
I have little doggy bones keychain things that you can put on their collar.
Actually, Mike, just before I go, I do want to give you a quick update in regards to what we all discussed the other day. So, Lynette's Christmas wish list on Amazon has disappeared.
Oh yeah, we figured that would.
It's either gone private or they took it down and everything else. And on top of that, I'm not sure if you've caught up or spoke about the updated federal case today or not.
I haven't.
The federal case has been moved from originally it was going to be at the Gainesville Federal Court. It is now being moved to the Pensacola Federal Court.
Well, that would be further away.
That's pretty much all the way up towards the Tennessee border and everything else. So I don't know why they moved it all the way up there, but yeah, it's a substantial distance away from Otter Creek and everything else.
Don't you love how we will highlight something here, or you'll highlight something on Derailment Crew, and the first thing we hear is, "You don't know what you're talking about. That's not true." And then a couple days later, oh, it's done or it's taken down or whatever issue it is. Oh, that's not a problem anymore. We fixed it.
Get the private chat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Alabama border, Tennessee, technically Mississippi, and then if you want to skip a little bit across, New Orleans.
Well, I think I'm going to start wrapping this up. I do want people to check out Squid Show tomorrow, and also let's do a watch party and watch TC to see if he gets arrested.
Look, my money's that he gets arrested.
We could all have some fun if he gets arrested. Yeah, we'll. I think I'll do a watch party. It'll be a little bit late because it comes right up when I'll be leaving work, so I'll have to rush home to immediately go live.
Not only that, it's the case of if TC gets arrested, we could get the number for the place in the police station and we could start to phone in.
So yeah, absolutely. Let's be ready for that. But we do need to get going because I am getting tired and I haven't eaten. But I do want to thank all you folks. Do you guys have anything that you're plugging?
I will be live soon.
I'm empty.
Okay.
If you've no subscribed to the Orbit Muscle Lady, please do so. It helps a lot. I'm trying to get up there because when I'm doing mini readings on the channel to help with things, it's a small donation would be gladly appreciated. Not needed, but it helps until I get monetized and so forth. But subscribe to me. It does. Hey, subscribing is free. It is. Like, share, subscribe to the Orbit Skipper here. DG Rat is absolutely amazing. Same with Melissa. And it's a case of they're still searching for them. Dum, 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 dum.
Yeah. As I said, they're not going to serve or find me until the Christmas in the Creek / Train Festival. That's their best bet and best chance to find me there and then. And if they miss out on that, they won't find me ever. And as people keep saying, the thumbnail or likeness case and everything else that's in Gainesville, again, that case can't go ahead until I get served. So it's in their best interest to serve me, regardless if they think they're going to get money from me or anything like that, which they can't or they won't. But yeah, the case in total can't continue until I get served.
It's not only that, it's a case of you can't get blood out of stone. It's like, if you've not got money, how are you going to get anything from it? If you ain't got none, you can't give them none.
True. Very true. But I am going to wrap this up. I do want to thank you guys all for joining me. Everyone join us tomorrow. We'll be doing a watch party, watching TC. And we'll just be chatting about that while we watch him. I hope he doesn't get arrested, but I know he'll be entertaining one way or the other. And also check out Squid's stream. She's going to be going over the What the Hell's federal case, so check that out. And as usual, thank you for being worth serving.
Thank